The Joe Rogan Experience.
Now, when they found that ancient Greek computer thing, what is that called?
The Antikythera mechanism.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, that testifies to a lost navigational skill that we have not taken account of before.
Incredibly complex, and it took a long time for them to figure out what that even is.
Yeah.
What do they think that is now?
It tracks the movements of the planets. It's a navigational device. It's a geared, cogged system that allows you to track the passage of time and figure out where you are. It's some kind of navigational device. It's not fully understood.
And how old is that?
I think that goes back to Greek times. I'm guessing here because Greek times are not of great interest to me, but I'm thinking around about 500 BC.
So at least 2,000 years old, 2,000 plus, and we know that there had to be more than one of these things.
Yes, you can't have something like that without a vast effort behind it.
Yeah.
Human beings were working on creating this geared and cogged machinery that reflected the patterns in the sky.
Oh, is that a recreation of it?
That's a recreation.
Wow.
Of something like it, yeah.
Can you buy one of those? It looks like you could buy that. Dude, bookmark that. We need one right there, right next to the plasticells.
So such a thing is a cultural artifact which doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It has to have a context. It has to have a background. And again, the fact is that then we have to. It exists. It's real. It's there.
Yeah.
And then we must consider what's behind it. What led to that? Is that just the latest manifestation of something that goes much more deeply back into human culture? And I think that is. I suppose my main message is that we have a so far untold backstory, that we're concentrating entirely on the front story, and the backstory is missing, very largely missing from the picture. And what I've tried to do is to fill in bits of the backstory. So for example, if you talk about astrology to any mainstream scientist, they're going to laugh in your face. Right. They're going to say pseudoscience, because they're so locked into this Earth-centered perspective which convinces them that the cosmos does have no effect on us. So how can changing patterns of the stars, which zodiacal constellation is sitting behind the sun at a particular time, how can that affect us? How can when we were born affect us? I don't think we should throw that baby out with the bathwater too fast. I think we're looking at an ancient science with astrology, and I think it's diluted and prostituted in the modern world. But if you go back to the antiquity, you go back to the real origins of this, and you start finding some very interesting information coming out. There's a fantastic book by a guy called Rick Tarnas called Cosmos and Psyche. And he's a real mainstream, but very major academic, and he's got into this, and he's shown that actually, astrology does have effects. So we should not deny our cosmic environment. That's the first thing we need to do, to connect to it. And we shouldn't close ourselves off to avenues of inquiry for ideological reasons. It's noticeable in this field of ancient history how archaeologists throw around words like pseudo-archaeologist or pseudo-scientist. That's meant to be an instant dismissal, just like climate denial. Climate denial. You call somebody a climate denier today, that's like saying, don't listen to anything that guy has to say.
Right.
Never listen to it again. These are ideological tools which are being used to straitjacket the human mind and to stop us thinking outside the box. And if there's ever a time when we needed to think outside the box, I would say that time is right now.